We're going to start by talking about classical Greece. One of the main characteristics of classical Greece was that it was symmetrical and it was reflected in columns, in the porticos, and in the chambers. For example, in the porticos, you can find one portico in the front and another in the back that were the same, reflecting the symmetry that they were searching. Also, they had chambers that were also like symmetrical because they had two. One was the treasures. It was more like where they put for the gods like presents, and the nates where there was like the statue of the god. The columns were divided in three according to the level of detail: Doric, Ionic, and Corinthian. Well, the building was like the entablature that was divided in three. There was the cornice, the frieze, and the architrave. And the frieze is where you could find all the decoration, and it was the heaviest part. And then the column itself was divided in capital, shaft, and base. The capital is what's distinguishing among the three types of orders. The Doric was the simplest one, and it was more massive, and it says that according to the diameter, it's the height. And then it was the Ionic that was distinguished because of the curvy lines, and it was a little thinner, slender, and it was 9 times the diameter. And then the Corinthian was the one that was the more slender, and it was very decorated, and it has a typical leaf that was what distinguished. Here's an example of the Parthenon in Athens, Greece, that have like the columns, and it has the portico, the portico in the back and in the front.
Imperial Rome. The features of Imperial Rome is that they created the domes and the arcs. The porticos were deeper, and the timber roof, which was low and shallow. They created 2 types of columns, the composite and the Tuscan. They created amphitheater, which they used for the gladiators and all the spectacles, and they were oval or circular. Here's the Coliseum. The basilicas usually had domes or timber roofs. Here is the St. Peter's Basilica and the Emilia. The theaters were semicircular, and they had a stage and an orchestra.